What is going on, sports gamers? It is, whoa, what a nice touch. I didn't know I was going to get an applause coming in. Thank you. Thank you. And it goes again. It is actually 9 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. So you guys already know the SGO Press Pass is just an hour late, but we're still kind of on time because we planned it. My name is Curtis Russell. I'm a writer and video producer at Sports Gamers Online, and I am joined by a guy that's just better than me at content creating, podcasting, everything, better looking, a little bit look younger, you know. Mr. Mike Knoxxx, what's going on?
What's going on, Curtis? Glad to be back here. Been missed. I'm finally back where my internet will not go out. You know, I've had some problems over the last few months, health issues aside, but we love games. We love sports games. The Natural allows us to sit on here on his platform and talk all this foreign filth, and we're going to talk it today. So what we got going on tonight, my guy?
Man. So we're talking about, it's just been crazy with sports games recently because there's been so many coming out. So we're going to talk about MLB first. We're going to go into WWE. I meant to put my Dodgers jersey on. Black
but I had to represent the Negro League.
Yes.
See, what makes this game great is this version of the game is finally in baseball.
Right.
And I can't wait to talk about this game. I had to wear the jersey today. I'm going to put on my Kosuke Fukadume because if you know anything about baseball, his name is actually spelled fuck you do me, right? But it's pronounced Fukadume. And then my wife said, you can't do that. You just got finished playing the Negro League. You got to wear one of your Negro League jerseys. That's all right, baby.
She knew what was up.
I hate the real Yankees, so I figure I rock the black Yankees. So
yeah. You know, the other side of everything like that. So we got WWE after that, and then we'll talk about a little bit of there's a lot of FIFA stuff going on, a lot of FIFA rumors and drops. FIFA, a little bit of a FIFA segment we have on the side. Of course, and Eric Herrera, how you doing, man? It's nice seeing you. Thank you for with the MLB profile that
I've been 2 years. Remember, like 2 weeks. You know,
I know. We're here though. Look, what have we been playing, Mike? What have you been playing?
I honestly, this is like a really set up question.
Yeah.
What have we been playing? What's today's show about? I mean, I've been playing MLB The Show, and for the last week, I've been playing WWE 2K23. And later on, we talk about that. I do pose the question. You had a review. We're going to play the review later, so people get a chance to see that and get your opinion from there. And I'm going to retort that review with the to buy or not to buy. Okay. That is the question. But I like the game. I like what sports games is right now in general, and what we're looking on the horizon. So especially right now with it being WrestleMania season, if you can see by my background, I'm a huge wrestling fan. So I was excited for 2K23. I'm excited for the different changes they made it. So I've been stuck playing really wrestling nonstop. Like my friends got to pull me off to play 2K right now or something, because I've just been playing wrestling nonstop. Whether there's been the My Rise mode, which I've already finished. The lock side of it. I'm halfway through the women's side of it with your Aunt Justine. I've been playing universe mode. I've been playing online. They've gotten so fancy now with the creative, what do they call it? Creation Studios.
Creation Suite, yep.
That now they even have a blade online for your favorites. You don't have to go look for them anymore. It's just there. And I'm like, okay, that's new. So in some areas they're improving, in some areas they need to get some more work in. But that's all I've been playing. Like I said, I've been heavy on baseball. I moved to New Zealand a couple of weeks ago, so I've been on baseball for like over 24 hours now, just digging into this baseball. Blew my guy out earlier, 16-1. What up, Scotty? You watching? Whoop that
ass. A little bit of smack talk. We always like it. I had a little bit of break from sports game. Hey man, that's what's up. You watched the whole stream. That's what's up, man. We're really entertaining, both of us, especially Mike. I took a little break from my sports gaming, and I had to play the Diablo 4 beta.
How was El Diablo?
El Diablo, it was good, really good. I think Blizzard kind of nailed the head on this one. I think it's kind of takes that formula of Breath of the Wild, where it's like you get to a certain point in the story, everything opens up. You can do anything. You can go all the way to the western side of Sanctuary. You can go up north further. You can collect all the Lilith statues, things like that. Of course, the combat is just like Diablo 3. And the game is great. The game is really good. Of course, it's a beta. A lot of glitches, a lot of texture issues.
It is a beta.
I mean, it was gonna happen, right? It was gonna happen. So if you are somebody that's like me, Diablo 4 is one of your most anticipated games. Hopefully you got your chance to play the beta and enjoy it, because that was really good. I'm a necromancer. My necromancer build was just raising the dead and doing all type of stuff. It was
the
great.
necromancer. Sorry, you ever watch Legacy?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
a lot of people will understand that. Yeah, a lot of people.
No, only if you're a fan of Vampire Diaries / the originals, then you would know.
That's Vampire Diaries?
Well, it's a spinoff of Vampire Diaries, which was a spinoff of, Originals was a spinoff of Vampire Diaries, and then the Legacy is pretty much Klaus's daughter, Hybrid, who that's her show. But it was short-lived, only 3 seasons. But they had the Necromancer in there, so I just thought it was
Necromancer. I'm guessing he's raising the dead when he's
but that's how he thought. Like he was like, because he's old. You know, most of these deities are old, so he's like really, like English and British and
old English,
yeah.
Type stuff.
He says he's gonna stand before me. I'm the necromancer. Sorry.
So MLB The Show came out, right? It came out yesterday or today. It's today.
Came out today or came out Friday. If those who have a PlayStation or an Xbox who are not smart enough to just realize it's going to be on Game Pass, but you pay for it early because you wanted to play Diamond Dynasties or whatever the crap that is. That you guys play like Mutt, Hut, Fut, and Dut. Just not for me. I mean, that's their name. That's their nicknames.
Yeah.
But that's not my game. But yeah, if you had it on, I let you pay it. It came out Friday.
Mm-hmm. So you've played the competitive side of it. How does it feel? This year,
I like it.
To you, yeah, you like it.
I like it. I had my first perfect home run hit today. It's different. The hitting system. Let me rephrase that. It's the same, right? It's like what games have become today, right? We talked about this before on this program when it comes to 2K or Madden, where they're going to be the same. It's just about how they can tweak things and how they can, twerk things a different way. And definitely throw your dollar bills out for this game. I think it's worth twerking about. It's just different, different nuances. That's the word that should have been used here. Different nuances in this game makes it enjoyable and not as boring, right? As years pass. It's not just a home run fest anymore, right? I used to get mad at this game, but that's also what Major League Baseball has become. Right. So home run or not, that's just what baseball has become. So, but something in this game, it just feels different. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe you can enlighten those of the masses, but it's just something different about this game to me. It just feels really good and a lot of fun so far. I've only been in it for about 10 hours. So,
hey, that's not bad. That's 10 more than me, because I've only got to the point where I started creating my guy on Road to the Show. And then I stopped because I was too tired, because I started playing at 12 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I stopped that because I saw that they have face scan.
They did have face scan,
but it's not up yet.
No,
because the campaign app still says 22.
Yeah, it's still not up yet. Now I don't know. Can you not go back and edit your player? Or
I don't know. That's why I didn't want to start it. And hold on, as we literally just say that, oddly enough, I grabbed my phone and there's a freaking notification from the companion app of MLB The Show.
Yeah,
so, I wonder what that is.
I hope it's an update. Is it an update live?
As we say that, I'm looking up. It still says 22 on this son of a bitch. Come on, and then this how I look. I got all hype, right? Because I was like, "Oh, I got 27,000 coins left. I'm gonna go buy something." I went and go to the guy. I said, "Hold up! Oh, it says I got 1,000 here, man." So I'm not gonna make my guy yet because I'm thinking like, even MLB The Show can do this. How come 2K Wrestling still cannot put in a face scan? Having to have me do a texture. Have a friend, have to go through some kind of Photoshop class to make this absolutely perfect. People do it. I do not like that. I think this is pretty dope that you have this feature. Just hello, if you're going to offer this feature from the start of me playing the game, then that feature should have been available on the app already. So get your shit together. Trying to put my face in the game. You see his face? The face only your mother can love.
Yeah, completely agree with you. I think it should have been already ready to go. I don't know what's going on with with San Diego Studios on that, but
it's San Diego.
Yeah,
I mean, classy.
I don't know what it's about. I was really excited though. I was going to be a shortstop for the Pirates, so I love doing that. So we'll see how it
you're
goes.
A Pirates fan?
No,
Okay.
I'm not a Pirates fan.
Okay.
I don't want to play. I mean, the Dodgers were, I don't know. Yesterday kind of scared me with the Dodgers. I was like, oh, do we have enough firepower to, get enough wins?
Y'all picked up Gordon Hayward from my Cubs.
They are good, but I feel like the last 2 seasons they were better. They've had better teams. This team, I feel like they
Curtis,
still
you know
gonna
you're my
have
guy, right?
I am.
I'm not
I like
in
how
LA
you're
this
looking
week
at
for
me.
WrestleMania like I was supposed to be.
Yeah,
and I was going to move to LA, so I didn't. So therefore, I can say this: fuck the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
They're super stacked. And Clayton Kershaw is the biggest bust in NFL baseball playoff history.
Oh man, the whole
Come at me, bro.
Dodgers team is terrible when they get to the freaking playoffs. They always choke. They always. And I'm a big Dodgers fan, so yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right now, LA teams ain't doing so hot. I mean, the Lakers are in the play-in. That's good. They're in the. I don't know. 2 more losses, they'll be back out. Hanging out with the Mavericks or whatever. But yeah. MLB The Show. Okay. Oh, we did that. What are you playing? We did that. So we had a video go up on the channel like a couple days ago we're talking to
I woke up tonight
MLB
and was like, what the H is this?
Yeah, you was like, did y'all do a show? And I was like, no, it's all pre-recorded. Like, it's just me and the writer, our MLB writer Brandon. And he had a lot of good stuff to say about MLB from last year, because they were saying last year was kind of a down year.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that the hitting is a lot better. Apparently online, when people were getting really close to getting the sweet spot on the ball, they would just kind of give them a foul ball.
Yeah.
When they felt like that wasn't competitive enough. If you miss the ball, you should miss the ball and not get a foul ball and kind of get saved by that. So that was the thing. He talked well about Diamond Dynasty, which I'm just like you, Mike. I think, when it comes to the Diamond Dynasty modes, the foot and the mutt, all that stuff, I just can't. I don't want to get into it because it's a design flaw in the sense that you can spend the money to make better teams
make yourself
and better players.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So, but he said it apparently this is the best of the bad bunch. This is the worst of the bad bunch, and that you don't
almost
have
every
to do
other
that.
year.
Yeah,
eventually somebody's gonna break it. It's like when you're a normal guy like me, right?
Yeah,
to play these mud putt ducks and dynasties, right? You come in, you think you got a great team, right? You ever play like 2K? You're gonna be like, I got a 97 Opal Michael Jordan.
Team of the week, Michael Jordan.
Then you go in here and you play a 99 Diamond Ray LaFrance. He's better than your 97 Jordan. I can't do that.
Right, and he paid for it.
And he paid for it. All right, I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, some people, okay, just to play devil's advocate, some people are like, well, I can still beat him. It's like, it's not really about skill. It's really not. It's just the fact that they got the advantage. They paid for the advantage of it. Mm-hmm. That's the issue with these modes. That's the big issue.
Listen, I'm waiting for...
Did someone just mention Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Jedi to come out. Okay. That's what I'm waiting. Man. I'm waiting for Jedi to come out. Play that with my son. Eric says representing Texas. I do like Jacob DeGrom, though. I do like him. I'm gonna hold that question because I don't think he wins. Okay. So make sure you go follow at Mike Knoxxx. Okay. See that right there? Follow at Mike Knoxxx for all your WrestleMania update stories. But we'll talk about that. I don't think a new belt's going to be, so I don't think it's going to be in the game.
We'll definitely.
Dominic says he's playing NBA 2K, WWE 2K23, MLB.
A lot of sports games, baby.
That's all I'm playing.
A lot of sports games, baby.
Hold on. What did he put up there? Hogwarts Legacy.
Cyberpunk
still.
WWE and Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is it's like a RPG, but it's very realistic. It's like a medieval RPG, but it's very realistic. Like the lighting and like how you have to feed yourself, and the combat's very realistic and stuff like that. But that game came out a very couple of years ago.
Hogwarts for me lost a little bit of his luster because I was disappointed when I assumed for whatever dumb reason it would have an online feature. And I mentioned this when we had a show last time. It's but so much I can do alone. It just, the world is so massive. It's so big. It's so ongoing that I wish I had a companion to be on the game with.
Yeah.
Now you can say, well, just get on the headset and talk and go play your modes by yourself. It's still boring. Okay.
I'm not fighting with somebody.
Yeah. So
We're
I
not
would
doing
like it
quests
to,
together.
I like to have add some of that stuff to the wrinkle of the game. You know, there's rumors here or there that they're going to do that. I don't know. I hope they do. You know anything about that, Curtis?
I didn't hear anything about any rumors like that. I just know there's a mod for PC players. They can do it. They can mod their friends in and stuff like that.
Yes, PC has.
What about Quidditch? How do you feel about Quidditch? Because Quidditch isn't in the game.
As someone who gets motion sickness, I'm okay with it not being there. Right? When I got my broom and I went through the little rings and I flew around,
that was enough.
That was enough for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's the reason why I don't play Flight Simulator. Know how many times I want to play it, and I certainly had the Maverick mode for Flight Simulator. I tried. I take a nosedive. I go up. I come back down. A dog roll left. I'm dizzy. That's it. I'm throwing up. I'm vomiting. Wife don't even have nothing to do with it.
Well, that is crazy. I didn't know you really get like motion sickness like that.
Dude, I was a baby, and I used to get sick on a trolley in Philly.
Oh,
the motion of the rockness. It's weird. Like on an airplane, the only time I get sick on a plane is I used to hate takeoff and landings. Like landings always felt really rocky to me. Now if I'm in the air, I just go to sleep because I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be on the plane. Like, can I get 2, please? And that's like $18 for a double shot on the plane, which I do quite often. But still, you know, it's a dumb thing to do unless you got it like that. I don't. I'm just saying, $18 for 2 little baby shots that cost you $2 in a regular store for some wild turkey. It's kind of weird.
Goodness, wild turkey. Oh man. How you like the mechanics for Hogwarts Legacy, Mike?
I found some geeks that are geekier than me. That we talked about this last time, right, Curtis?
Yeah,
and some setting changes, and so I like what I've tweaked in it. I'm not the guy for those kind of things that can tell you how that exactly would go. About how the mechanics, because to me the game is the game. I like the game, so it's pretty cool and easy to me to pick up for any learner out there. I will say this: I wish don't have me learn a spell a certain way. And then I don't have to do that. I wish you still had to do that for your spell. If that makes any sense. Instead of me just pushing the button to do it and it actually the spell, I wish I could still Evoluso and do that with this thing. I don't know.
I think the combat is a good mix of like Spider-Man, a little bit of God of War in there, and I really like that. I like the spell combinations that you can kind of discover yourself and put together. So in the sense of like combat, I think the combat was one of the biggest things people were looking at, and it turned out to be pretty good. I think so. What about the new Maximum Football? I'm excited.
Is it going to have a Philadelphia Eagles logo? Dallas Cowboys logo?
No.
Will there be the Chicago Bears Monster the Midway logo? Will they have Walter Payton? Will there be a Bo Jackson? No one's going to play Maximum Football.
That's a hot take.
Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's going to want to play. I'm just being honest. You're going to buy it, right? Because it's football, right? You're going to want something different. But overall,
hey, I think it's a good talking point. Talking about
what are we talking about, Willis? We talking about practice. We talking about not a game, not Madden that sucks every year but gets better every year, but still sucks every year, but gets me what I want. I tell people all the time, you playing Madden before it's because of the logo. You're not playing Madden football because of the mechanics of the game. Football is famous because of the NFL logo, and that's what it is. It's the teams. It's what it draws. It's called Sports Gamers Online, right? To be a sports gamer, you must be a fan, right?
Yeah.
What is fan short for?
Fanatic.
That's all I'm saying. It could be a good game. It does look pretty exciting, but it won't sell.
It's damn, what was I about to say about it? It seems
free?
like I think it is. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like early access or something.
Well, I'll play it, but I ain't gonna buy it.
I think everybody just plays Madden because that's the only football game that's out there. Of course,
it's one of the reasons why we play 2K. It's ass too. Okay? It's complete ass too.
WWE's competitor isn't even gonna. I don't even know if it's gonna match up to it well. Like what is it? AEW? When does that game come out?
It's what, Fight for Never? That game's never coming out. What do you mean?
Fight for never.
I'm sorry. Tony Khan, when can we get this game? Yes. The
don't
game
know.
you promised people. Really, that's all you have to say. Okay.
Have you seen that clip of it's two women and they're like doing like it's in the UFC and they're doing like the pose up to each other and then they start making out?
No.
Oh, I saw that clip.
You saw that clip?
A few times.
A few times.
Yeah.
So you saw
for research purposes
of women.
Yeah.
Making out. All right. Pretty nasty.
I'm just saying, I don't know why that made me think of that. Like, it's weird. They're like, and then they just start doing it, and I'm like, yo, whoa, what happened? Whoa.
Hold on. I thought you said you were making out.
They are. They're in like the UFC promo, and then these two women just start making out. You know when they do the weigh-in and then they like do promo?
They just went at it. Straight HLA.
Yeah, they started kind of going at it a little bit.
Know what that is. That's hot lesbian action. Wow. What game is that?
In a game.
What game?
It's actually a video.
Oh.
Here goes Mike starting. Oh, damn. Can you do that one again? Let me see. Oh. The women's division in WWE is so crazy now. Oh, man.
So, baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Negro League.
Educational. Really good that this is in the
Edumacation.
Education.
So far, I like it. Okay. I think if you have not, for me, and we talked about this when we first got news about it and was coming out in the cover and all that stuff. We discussed it back then.
Yeah.
I really love the history that this, like, I'm on the third guy right now, Covey, and he's a two-way player. I didn't know his story. They call him the greatest curveball of all time. I didn't know this story. A lot of stuff from the movie that sold the game. If you have not watched it on HBO, if you have HBO Max, go watch it. About Satchel Paige, Bob Gibson, Jackie Robinson, played by Blair Underwood, by the way. And Satchel Paige, a lot of the stuff that was said in that movie is said to be here. We didn't know if he was 52 or 42 years old when he came in the league.
Wow.
Right? He was really mad that Jackie Robinson got in the league first because he was pretty much the show for the Negro League baseball, was him. Jackie was picked because he was the clean-cut boy to pick for the role to come into Major League Ball. He was the best representative that they thought would be Jackie Robinson and what he went through. But Satchel Paige is learning this history of these players. I always get upset when people talk to me about baseball and they never mention Bob Gibson. They never mention Satchel Paige and players of that ilk. And I just go, you don't know base, you don't know sports. Clearly in the world we live in, right? We're in a cancel culture, we're in a whole more environment culture and a smarter culture. You should know that they pushed the narrative, they did what they wanted to put. That doesn't mean those guys are lesser athletes. And I've always admired that about that. But 2K23 wrestling? You did a review on that, didn't you?
Yeah, so we had a writer that did the review.
He's gonna be loving me or her writer.
Yeah, we had a writer that did the review, and I just narrated his review. So our opinions are going to be a little bit different here on the show. Okay. These are exclusive WWE 2K23 opinions between each other. But I've seen you on Twitter just talk
exclusive.
Yeah,
world premiere
with the sirens and everything. You love this game. You really think this game is
that?
Are you
mocking me?
No. Because I like it too. I like it a lot.
Well, let's check out the review.
Okay.
Take a break. Let the people who haven't seen it, which I think got like 82,000 views on SGO, by the way, pay this man his money. Okay.
Hey, right.
We're going to check it out again right now. Get some more looks on that. And we come back and talk about it. We'll be right back, y'all.
Sure. We've all hoped for a significant change for the better after Visual Concepts took a year off to repair the damage that was WWE 2K20. And for the most part, that's what we got. This year, 2K looks to take a step further, putting WWE 2K23 in the upper echelon of sports gaming. And for the most part, it has. Or it's at least getting very close. Here is our SGO review of WWE 2K23. While 2K22 basically reinvented the gameplay engine, WWE 2K23 builds upon the refinements and quality of life updates. Nothing is reinvented, and that's fine. Considering 2K22's gameplay was already good, some of the improvements to mention would be the ability to pull off some of the moves a little easier. In addition, this year you can have two paybacks. For example, your character can have both resiliency and move thief. This brings a small but meaningful change to the flow of matches. Another change is the pin meter. Now when you're pinned, a horizontal meter will move back and forth, and you have to press up on the right stick when the cursor is in the green section of the meter to get a successful kick out. But don't worry, if you're a button masher, the original system is still available. Specials and finishers are done basically the same as 2K22. I feel like the system worked well last year, and there was no reason to change it for this year's game. As I said, nothing gameplay wise will blow you away if you played last year's game, but some refinements here and there and some improvements to AI make the overall experience better. One of the most substantial parts of the game this year is the presentation. From the solid commentary to the glitz and glamour of a WWE event, the themes blare, the lighting is improved, and the sounds in and out of the ring make you feel like you're watching a live WWE televised event. 2K nailed this aspect of the game. Game modes are one of the strongest parts of this year's game. You have multiple meat and potato modes such as GM mode, My Rise, and Universe mode. This year, My Rise shines again with two separate paths in the mode, one being called Legacy and the other one being called The Lock. The former has you playing as a second generation female superstar trying to follow in the footsteps of your Hall of Fame inducted aunt. And the latter is The Lock, where you are a well-traveled superstar who's had success all over the globe. Returning for another year is the popular Showcase mode. However, this mode has a new twist on it. While it's all about WWE superstar John Cena, you'll actually play as his opponents. You play through some of Cena's biggest matches of his career. You'll play as the likes of RVD, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Batista. There is 14 matches in total. Cena narrates as you go. I really enjoyed this mode. This year's GM mode is much deeper, yet it keeps a familiar tone from last year, and that isn't a bad thing. The goal in the end is to win the ratings war and have more fans at the end of a 25-week season. As you go, you can sign free agents or legends. This year's GM mode is a significant improvement, and it's closer to what fans have been wanting from WWE. My Faction is a card collecting game, much like Madden Ultimate Team or MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty. These modes tend to be polarizing. You either like them or you don't. You start off with low level cards, play matches to increase levels. You can customize logos, nameplates, and wallpaper. To round out this year's offerings from 2K, the Creation Suite returns bigger and better than ever, with hundreds of new creative options for wrestlers. This mode can literally not disappoint. The only issue I can take from this is, once again, there's only 100 slots available for created wrestlers. We really wish they would add more. Before we jump over to the conclusion, we just want to talk about our new favorite match type, which is War Games. And man, it is so fun. I won't get into the ins and outs of the rules, but we highly recommend everyone that buys WWE 2K23 to try out War Games. All in all, WWE 2K23 is a souped up version of 2K22 with only a few new things added, from gameplay to modes and match types. Finally, an up-to-date roster with mostly up-to-date themes and attires. It's a worthy successor and a worthy upgrade. My name is Curtis with Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelly from the Dojo, and I'll check you guys later, alright? Peace. If you guys like the content we do here on Sports Gamers Online, then hit that like button and subscribe to SGO right now. And if you want the most out of your SGO experience, then join SGO Insider.
Look, Mom, I made it. My name's in the lights. Hey, good review. Good review.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the score, about right? About right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Let's
We've all hoped for a significant
it had
change for
some,
the better after
it had its
visual.
pluses
Mm-hmm.
and its minuses.
Right. Right.
As far as the game and the verdict and things like that. Look at some of the comments we have. My man, he said he's all alone on Twitter, on Twitch. Okay, Pittsburgh man, check it in. What's going on, my guy? He definitely do almost be taking a dirt nap. I don't like the fact the way that I cannot attack the ref though, Curtis, like I used to back in the day.
Oh man, I know that would be absolutely chaotic. The only time the ref is like gets knocked out is when you're playing universe mode and you have like that rivalry, selection where you can like have the ref get knocked out or whatever. So my thing about this game is that this is my first WWE game in about 10 years.
Okay.
So I'm coming into all the new stuff that's been built up over the last, 10 years. And this is probably the smoothest wrestling game I've ever played. Like in terms of simulation, the grapples, the fighting, like the reversals, like everything is so smooth. When you're just looking at the gameplay here, everything is just so smooth. But you don't have that weird jankiness like sometimes when like one player does an action and the other one does a different action and they just kind of collide together and nothing really happens. You don't really get that as much in this game. So every opposite action has every action has like an opposite reaction and like, it's really, really good. So the simulation fighting in this game is top notch. I think it's amazing. And the creation suite, probably just to jump over the creation suite, is better than some RPGs. Like it is nuts. The fact that you can change your stance, your menu pose, like fingers, your facial animation.
That's been in there for a while though.
Right, but I missed all that.
Okay.
I missed all that. So like I'm coming into it with just everything is just being piled on me. Everything new over the last couple of years, it's all getting thrown at me at once. So I think I come into this with a little bit of like whiskey eyes, I guess, because I'm like, oh my god, they have this, and they brought back my GM, like a full-fledged my GM, because back when I played,
down,
they didn't
Robert.
have it. Yeah, so I think it's really good.
I'm gonna disagree with my man. Don't worry about me. I think he said the game could. What did he put? It could be. He said WWE has animations from THQ. THQ made the game. They haven't really made it their own. It's good, but it could be better. I would disagree with that completely. I thought last year's 22 was the best gameplay version of this game in a series of wrestling games I'd ever played last year. Yeah. But maybe some problems. The problem with last year's game is that it was outdated. So I didn't want to play it. By the time the game came out, we had the pandemic. It had been pushed back. All the wrestlers had been let go. It just didn't feel like I was watching wrestling. I play this game now. Gameplay is still the best gameplay I've ever had in any wrestling game history. The animations, like you just mentioned to, are great. It's only boggy online. And that's anything. But again, I blame 2K. And everybody knows anything about 2K. 2K servers have never been the greatest in fans' eyes. Right? So you go on a wrestling game, like one time we picked War Games, and I picked the character being my friend, but with my, God brought in other created characters, it was 5 of me on the screen. Stuff like that. But that's not the game. That's the server of the game.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to separate the two. So gameplay wise, great. The modes, you talked about it. You have the My Rise. Most fun I have had in a wrestling video game since No Mercy.
Yeah.
My wife sat here and said, babe, oh my God, I cannot believe how many times you actually kept saying you love this game. Like as I'm playing, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Like if you're a wrestling fan and you love, and anybody who listens to anything I've ever been a part of, I will never change my stance on anything.
Yeah.
Wrestling, #wrestling is storyline.
Yes.
Yes, the action's great, but it's storyline. That's what keeps you there. This game has storyline in it. After storyline in it, the universe mode. Now in universe mode, you don't have to wait for the computer to say, hey, let's do this, right? It doesn't. You can go in there before the match starts and says, hey, I'm going to interfere. I'm going to smack. I'm going to, and depending if you win that match or not, that may happen for you. It's great in that aspect. To buy or not to buy is the question I said I would pose to you. Absolutely, I think this is a buy 100 times over. In years past, I've bought this game. Last year, for instance, as a matter of fact, just a year ago, I paid the same amount of money for it than I pay for it now because I had to get the early edition because that gets me 2 copies. My kids are still playing on the Xbox One. So I have to get both copies. Last year, I didn't play this game. Put it like this. I've had this game for a week, and I've played it more already in 1 week than I played that game in entirety last year.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. I'm having fun playing the game. I completed the John Cena mode. I had to do that because if you want to do creative creations and get certain guys and certain gears and certain girls and certain moves, you have to. Doesn't matter if you bought the big pack and have everybody unlocked. If you don't beat John Cena's stuff, you can't get those clothing. And the people that he fault's clothings that will add to your creative, your CAW.
Yeah,
that's your creative wrestler. So for me, this game is out of sight, out of mind. I love it. I don't think it's a bad bone in it. Even my GM mode, which is on the screen right now, I gave it a hot skip and a jump try at it. Hey, it's something new. It's something to pass the time and just see if you can actually put a show up better than the computer puts the show up. And then even better, you can even add in your own people to do it. The only negative in this game, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, this game should have had some form of online story mode. Okay? Until I get that, I'm going to be disappointed in wrestling video games. Okay. I don't have to have a full 32-man roster, which will still be dope, right? But at least 2 or 3 of your friends should be able to come in there and play a story mode together and progress like any other season. Like, hey, guy, you ready? We're gonna move the show. You did your match already? Okay, boom, and we're gonna move on. It should have some kind of feature like that. And also, my only other issue with this game is that, okay, I get that online play, and we learned this from Madden years before, where Madden cut out a lot of their presentation to keep face, right, with the game moving faster. So now online, if it's more than 3 people, there's no online interests. So it's that. Those are my only negatives in the game. But overall, I would buy this game. I would give things off my show belt grades. I would give this 5. I would give this 4.5 out of 5 Brock Lesnar undisputed titles. It's that's how I do it. That means based on the title, that's the prestige of the title. So it's a very good high grade in itself.
Right.
4.5 out of 5 of those belts. I think it's great. You see, I got them on the back of the wall there. Come on, man.
Right.
Okay.
You talked about My Rise. Yeah, My Rise. The first when you're fighting Sami Zayn, when you're fighting Sami Zayn, like that whole sequence. I haven't watched wrestling in a while, but that was the most WWE thing I've ever seen. Like
in the game, me too.
In the game, I just get it. It's like 2K gets it, or Visual Concepts gets it. They understand how the WWE is in terms of storylines, and it just watching it. It was like I was watching an actual WWE event. Like it was like, whoa, this would happen.
Yeah.
In the WWE, like,
even the part when he got not a little spoiler alert when he got fired and he's at the 2K studios and Sami Zayn's like filming. It's like don't film that. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. The Shawn Michael interaction. So like you said, if you do follow my Twitter and my gaming pages, I did like upload. You know, I my dumb ass picked the Hurt Business. I wanted to be different. I'm black. All right, don't judge me. All right, I wanted to go pro black. I didn't want to join Evolution. I'm gonna make the Hurt Business, and they turned on me, but I whooped their ass later when I created my own faction. You know what I mean? The backstage brawling is different actions and scenes backstage, like knocking them off into the water. Into the big light, like the Batman light. The door, the cars, and it's just the game is just fun. It's good. I haven't played the factions portion of it to know how that improved from last year, as we've already talked about. Though I don't play the mutts, the duts, the huts, and the futs of the video game world, so no different for me in that with that being the decision. But other than that. Aside everything about this game, and it to me, he asked about the updates about the belt. So the new belt won't be in the game. Somebody will make it.
Yeah,
don't worry about that. Too. If you can't find what you want, just go to Creation Studios and someone will have created it for you. I have my guys that are favorite. Hell, there's guys like YouTubers out there. If you're a wrestling fan, Assemble. It's one of my favorite guys out there. Smack Talk Center. One of my favorite guys. They'll tell you who to go get this from and who makes this and who makes that. So nice. If you played it, comment below. Let us know what you think about it. But I give it a 4.5 out of 5 Brock Lesnar titles. It's a phenomenal game. Definitely
really good. Yeah, definitely having so much fun with it. I'm doing universe mode. I really love universe mode because you can create the whole show, you can create the arena, you can create everything and just go ahead with it. I'm just kind of like putting myself in there and just fighting whoever I want to fight, give myself the title, and I'm just having a blast with it. So yeah, let us know how you guys are feeling about WWE. I know we got a few comments in there, but just let us know what you guys think about WWE 2K23. One of the best sports games, period. Lighting, graphics, titles, pyro, all that looks good. Yeah, it looks great. The game looks good. Yeah, totally. Game definitely looks good. Let's hop over to, I don't know if you've been seeing it, Mike. There's a lot of rumors around FIFA. Before we even jump into that, we got a little bit of time. Let's jump into a brand new. Have you looked at the brand new Lego game, Lego 2K Drive?
Yes, I have.
What do you think about that? Yeah, you don't sound too pleased.
Nah, those are for my kids. I like those games for my kids. I think they're cute. They're, I'm one of them guys that I like a game and be like, oh, that's dope, and then never play it.
Yeah.
Or can't play it. So it's a game that I know my kids are big fans of the Lego series in itself. They've played them all, the Star Wars Legos games and Indiana Jones ones and stuff like that. So they're fans of that. So they're excited for it. One thing I'm excited for it all right now, besides my son's birthday on Saturday, which is WrestleMania Saturday as well, is next week, which is the Mario Brothers movie. Other than that, I can care less.
Man, that Mario Brothers movie. Lego 2K Drive, it's being developed by 2K. Like a year ago, we've had rumors that 2K was working to make some sports games. 3 of them. One was a driving game, one was a soccer game, the other one was an unknown title. The first one came out, Lego 2K. Lego 2K Drive, open world, a whole bunch of stuff. No.
That's like saying, why you playing Fortnite when y'all know all y'all grown ass men out there playing Fortnite? So stop.
I'm gonna let Pittsburgh man live because he has the greatest footballer who has ever lived.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you was gonna let that ride. As soon as I saw the picture, and no, NBA Live. I don't think Nick is ever coming back. You're like me, my brother. You're waiting out for a pipe dream. I just don't know. It's like me waiting on a boxing game from EA. It's not happening.
I don't know about that, man. You got to think of it as like something is taking its place. What's taking its place? Like boxing, it's UFC. What is it with NBA Live? It could be EA Sports PGA Tour. That could be taking its place.
Well, I would like to still think that basketball is more popular than golf.
Of course.
Even in the basketball genre of those things.
They just couldn't go against 2K. I think that's why they couldn't do anything. Yes, CR7 is the GOAT. He's the one in. No, I'm not gonna say one and only. Messi's the GOAT too, but that
I'd say over Messi. First of all, y'all both wrong. Pele
is the GOAT.
No, Cristiano Ronaldo's the GOAT.
I say Pele is the GOAT. Zidane's the GOAT.
I've never seen Pele play. I know I'm old, damn it, but I ain't that old.
Nah. You could have probably saw him when he played for the Cosmos in New York, maybe, but other than that,
he was old.
Yeah, he was older. Yeah, very much older. So Lego 2K Drive, open world game, has a bunch of crazy features. If you were into that, I think it comes out May 13th, I believe. All right. Mike, you mind if I just dive into this FIFA stuff? So the FIFA women's leagues and teams had a bit of an update. A lot of women's leagues and teams and women came to the game, which is always great.
Did you say women's?
A lot of women's came to the game. And we got the first rumor we got was that Electronic Arts was making a secondary ultimate team for the women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that really made me mad. I didn't like seeing that because you already have an ultimate team that is very lucrative. You make it all the time, and
I disagree, but
I don't know.
I don't think no studio when it comes to sports games is without major flaws.
Yeah,
and Madden gets the publicity because rightfully so, right? So if they were maximum football, no one would care about what Madden does wrong, but they're not. So
exactly.
But no, everybody has flaws. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not play a sports game? You wouldn't be listening to us right now.
Right, exactly. I don't know, looking at PGA Tour, the EA Sports PGA Tour, it does look like it's not as good as 2K, but we'll see. Getting ready for the women. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. But getting another ultimate team, I think it's just being greedy. I think you're just trying to find a reason to have an ultimate team when freaking tattoos. You can't even have tattoos. This is my issue right now.
They're being greedy. It's a
greedy.
business. It's a company.
Being greedy as hell. Matter of fact, this is what I was saying on Twitter. How the hell do you go from like you do small things that pisses me off with EA? You don't have tattoos in all the modes, right? You only have it in pro clubs and in Volta, which Volta you're holding on to a piece to the skin of their teeth because you attach Volta to pro clubs because pro clubs is the more popular mode. So you attach Volta to that so people can like jump between them and get rewards. And then you don't even have ankle tape anymore. Where'd ankle tape go? But you're
what's the ankle tape do to you?
Bro, where did it go? It's not in the game at all, but you're so willing to do invest all the resources into a new ultimate team for EA Sports FC. It's off to the wrong start, Mike. It's off to the wrong start. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, it's all about the dollar bill.
Yeah, and that's why FIFA's been shit for 10 years. Good timing on that, by the way. That was really good timing.
Those are the producers backstage. Thank you for y'all concern. I appreciate you very much. Thank you all.
The next rumor is, Mike, what do you think about a FIFA online career mode?
Just bring it, bitch.
I like it. EA Sports FC online career mode.
I'm all about anything being online. That's a career. I hate playing the computer in every facet of playing a computer in anything. That's why I can't stand mutt, fut, dut, and stuff because it's just I can't stand it. I want to play a human. I want to beat a cheating ass loser in his auntie's basement who he refuses to pay her back rent and he still drinks freaking Still Reserve. That's who I want to beat.
Who Reserve? Goodness. Well, you're going to be able to do that. Well, it seems you're going to be able to do that with the newest rumor with EA Sports FC. You can go on Sports Gamers Online. We have a full story on that. I don't know. Do you play the career mode, the online career mode for Madden?
Yes.
So the features, kind of like what they can implement.
Yeah.
In
they have a problem with online Madden franchise.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
Hence why I'm going to get a game 50% off this year. And when in a natural ask that question, does that make you feel better? Yeah, it does actually. So I want to spend $80 or I want to spend $40.
Yeah.
I think I'll spend the 40. Thank you for fucking up. Appreciate it.
Royally messing up so bad that you have to give the game out for 50% off and you have to invite the people that are affected to a beta for the game.
Yeah, well, I was affected for the first 3 weeks, so
that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, you really couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything.
I wanted my money back.
But everything turned out all right, right?
It did. I mean, I had somewhere to go.
Yeah. In the end, it all turned out. But yeah, what's growing on? Man, it's growing. Not the auntie basement. Hey, man. I didn't know
where birds.
Auntie. I didn't know where you got the auntie basement thing.
Well, everybody says they mama's basement or something like that. So
yeah. Nah, he went to
I don't practice this shit in the mirror. I just wake up and it's just natural. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like Ricky Bobby. I just wake up and piss excellence. But I'm a loser though, so don't judge me.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about that? I know we talked a little bit about it, or talked a lot about it. Yeah, with the franchise. How do you feel about the franchise stuff? Like, why? Like, what is EA's problem with all that?
What is every company's problem that has online stuff? It's just their servers. Or they're putting money into it. We don't. So these are things we don't really know. We need to find out. We need to get, our insiders on that to find out, are they building new servers? Are they using the same servers? Right? Things like that. Because a lot of it becomes server problems. Like a lot of people don't ever experience issues.
Yeah.
For some reason, and some of us experience multiple issues.
Yeah.
I remember for years and years and years, people would show stuff online about this certain kind of glitch in the game that they would show and met. Like, I've never seen that kind of stuff happen in the game. Right. But, then last year I get affected by it. So you don't know what to believe, who to believe, who's telling the truth, what's actually happening. The issue is not the game, it's the servers. Right. When you play a game offline, there's hardly ever any issues. Next to none. But I get we're in a different world. We play games to play online. I just mentioned this earlier about playing against humans and not computers. One of the best features that Madden had years ago was when you can actually play your season online, right? By yourself. If you played, say, the Commanders, which were the Skins back then, and it was a computer in your league, you can go find a random person that would play with that Washington team against your season. And it was like, I thought that was dope. And then you lost and was like, well, shit, I'm quitting. I'm not losing my franchise like that. But I thought it was a good idea. But again, it's just all server stuff. They got to fix their servers, man. They have to fix their servers and dedicate their times to their servers. And then that's where the problems come in at. So
I thought it was funny with this whole situation that Electronic Arts was finally just like, if this happens again, like we got to start letting management go. We got to start firing people.
I thought that was pretty good too.
Yeah. I think I'm like, wow, why does it have to be this? Because obviously your fan base has been pissed off at you for a very long time over multiple things, especially when it comes to career mode, when it comes to just a lot of things that are wrong with Madden. And it's weird that it had to be this. People had to lose so much data in their save files that, now we're going to start firing people. Let us know in the comments if you guys are going to be doing the Madden beta, or if you're getting it 50% off, things like that. Let me read this comment here to see if I can show it. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Which comment?
This one, I just popped it back up by Don't Worry About Me. I feel like it's more focused on microtransactions compared to what fans want. Every company doesn't really care. Yep, that one right there, yeah. That is actually pretty true.
That's an opinion.
It's an opinion, but I agree with it. I think what Mike has been saying the whole show is like the mutt-futt stuff. All that. I mean, that's
the problem with the game.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
The problem with the game, the problem with wrestling, the problem with a lot of things we love today, it's fans. You can sit here and blame things on these companies all they want to, right? We have the power.
Yeah.
Okay? If we stop being fiends, hypes, crackheads, dope fiends, zombies to the bullshit, and stop paying for it and falling for the rat trap of the games they put out, then these companies, again, I work for a Fortune 500 company, okay? And I look all the time, and I always constantly say repeatedly, I'm a consumer. And I think sometimes my company doesn't look out for consumers. But on the other hand, I'm also grown. I also am a businessman. You don't get into business to not make money. Yeah. So if you idiots are going to open up the window and have money guns shot at me for a horrible game that you keep buying every year that you say is horrible every year, why do I have to pay attention to any of these other mistakes when you're still going to buy the game? Now, I get in retrospect, you say, that makes no fucking sense. I'm buying your game. But no, it makes plenty of sense because if we had when a movie sucks, let's for instance, Shazam 2 is out, bombed at the box office, right? Yeah. Because fans were so fed up with where DC has gone with movies and how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ruined the whole franchise that no one went out to go see this movie. It made $34 million. Morbius made more than that. Black Widow made more than that on a Disney Plus subscription.
Okay.
Because fans took a stance that said no more. Now, you go see the movie. It's actually not a bad movie. However, my point I'm making is that fans took a stance, and that's when a company will hit it when you hit them in their pockets. Yeah. They don't care about your Twitter beef. Your fuck you Dave Meltzers and your fuck you Ronnie 2Ks. They don't care. They care when you stop buying their product. So let's not blame them from everything, because a lot of things we're responsible for, and definitely that's one of them, in my opinion, anyway. I
agree. I actually agree with that opinion also.
100% agree with this one.
Yeah, of course. And I think that, especially Madden, because FIFA players ended up kind of stopped buying FIFA, even though it did sell well. There was a year they kind of slowed down buying FIFA. But if Madden players stuck together and just didn't buy Madden one year, that would really
hurt them. That really would hurt them. Pittsburgh, man, I disagree with you 100%. I think they're great in their animated movies, but I would fight you truth and nail. Like I would fight you for my kids. That Man of Steel, BVS, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, along with the first Shazam and Aquaman, are some of the top 30 superhero movies of all time, including me putting Man of Steel and BVS in the top 15. Hands down.
And he should know better, man. He has Ronaldo.
Hands down.
He knows what's up.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think those movies, we went through a Marvel fatigue. Right, where Marvel was so god darn good that if it didn't meet up to those expectations, everything else was horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I get people say they didn't like BVS. It didn't have enough action. Well, they were building a story, and I will admit to the one thing. How do you know that name? That was pretty corny and stupid. But other than that, one little flaw, I thought that was a perfect movie. I really did. I'm a DC. I'm a super. Here's the thing, guys. I am a consumer. Right, which means yes, I'm an Apple guy. I have an iPhone, but I'm not dumb and say that there's some Pixels out here and some other phones that are fucking dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Xbox guy, but I got a PlayStation. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't let because they don't care. Yeah, Apple and Android work together. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the nature of the beast. So as a fan, they get us that pit us against each other why are we fighting? I love Batman just as much as I love Spider-Man.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I just think, but as fans, we gotta. It's us, man. It's our money. It's our dollar bill, Curtis. We got the ones that gotta stop the bull.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see. I mean, it should have been this situation that Madden fans took together, but I think EA is going to do just enough to get them to still buy Madden 24.
Well, I'm buying it regardless, but I thank you for the free copy or the half off you're going to give me. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah. Yeah. And I think they had to do something like that because the situation was so bad and it was going on for so long. They had to do something. So definitely.
My thing is, how do you determine who actually had a fucked up copy versus the game and who didn't?
Okay. That was in the back of my mind.
How do you do that? Just make it just make the game half off.
Yeah.
Because there's no telling. Like, that I had those issues, but I haven't been reached out from EA yet to tell me I'm going to get a video or anything like that. But I was constantly on their website. I was constantly in the, how you go to EA Help.
Yes.
And so I got all kind of tickets in place. So did you do those things, or are you just a person who's word of mouth and don't really know what's, you got to take their word for it. But
exactly. That's the hour has gone by really quick. This is the SGO Press Pass. My name is Curtis Russell. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelly from the Dojo.
It was definitely not mid. It was at least some kush. It was at least some kush. Okay, Batman versus Superman was horrible. Kevin. Okay, Batman, Dark Knight. Of course, everybody says Batman, but no, I disagree with those things. What do you say? Aquaman was lit.
Was lit.
I like it. Aquaman was lit, but
I like that movie
BVS was a mid. I'm Confucius say. Just saying. Disney is on decline with the Marvel films. Is it Disney's on decline with the Marvel films, or is it the heroes that we all y'all guys come in here, women, please, no offense, because it doesn't happen to you because God made you better than us. They blew their load too early. That's all that
was. They went too hard, too quick.
Too fast, and now you got these secondary heroes that nobody gives two shits about. So X-Men, Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom has to be their savior. Spider-Man, which isn't Marvel, by the way. I want everybody to always remember that Spider-Man does not belong to Marvel. Those movies are not Marvel movies. Hence why they're not on Disney Plus. They're Sony movies.
Sony's, yeah.
Okay.
Sony so, and that's why there's a Spider-Man game coming out.
Yeah.
For PlayStation. Yeah. Totally.
But good time. I'll be back to our regular time next week. Or we
I think we're doing bi-weekly, aren't we?
I mean, I ain't gonna say next week. I'm gonna say, are we coming back to 9 or going to 8 o'clock? Which one?
Oh no, we're going to 8 o'clock.
Back to 8 o'clock. All right.
We are back 8 o'clock. Not next week, but the week after that. Make sure you guys just write it down real quick because we're not gonna have it scheduled yet. So write it down.
You'll see it. Y'all follow the page. You see right there, follow, comment, subscribe, and all that other kind of good stuff. And follow us. Follow at Callie from the Dojo. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so mad I'm not in California this week, by the way, but I will be there in June for my friend's wedding, though. So
hey,
and you know how to follow me, guys. Listen, we're out of here. All right.
Oh yeah,
If
man.
you're not sports gaming, then what the hell are you gaming for?
Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Check out the website. We'll see. We'll check you guys later. Right. Peace.
Peace out.